Hello there. Welcome back to the archive. I need to check this real quick because OBS. Hello? Video? This real quick because yes, we're going. I went away. I came back. I listened. And as you hear, it sounds nothing like snow cone. Hmm. 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 Which to me says that it's not recovering enough from the bottom level. Which means uh, we're gonna have to modify this to do it on all levels. So basically remove that and remove that, and we're no longer doing it based on the lowest level, we're doing it on the current level. Hmm. I'm trying to like work out what will break it and what won't. It's kind of hard to do. TBH. But let's not worry about that, and instead do an assignment This is actually fairly easy. Hopefully these will keep the same shape even though it's a different prior and it's a different... Well, the end level is the same. What will the middle prior do when the middle prior is asked to encode down to the bottom level, well, top level? level 2. This prior understands level 0 and level 1, and it's going to be asked to generate level 2 as well. Weird stuff. That might be it. Thing is, it's kind of messed up now. Level 1 had 960 tokens. So let's cut back to 960 tokens and regenerate from there, I guess. But I do kind of want to let this do its thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost 5. 5 of 8. Thing is, when you cancel, the sample partial window, it has a tendency to break everything after that. Like there, I interrupted it. Let's tell this to render out what it has. So we can look at it, or listen to it, and then say bye-bye, because we don't want it anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it back to... Okay, wasn't that much more. Yeah, there's some kind of whistling in there. That's weird and incorrect, frankly. So I'm gonna insert a scratch code cell. I'm gonna look at my axis. It's a tensor. What's your shape of 0? Some amount. That big amount. And this should be bigger-ish. Oh, okay. Anyway, 1 is the one we want to cut back. Axis 1 equal axis 1. start at 0 and at 960. That didn't work. So assigning doesn't work. Why though? Is it because that? Maybe. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we successfully nuked everything in Nexus. Let's run it once. This won't help, I think. This won't help. Yeah, this. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's the length. Oh. So what if I just recreate the prior? Hey. Recreate my prior. Oh, okay, shit. Something's going wrong. Something's going wrong. Something's going wrong. Let's just restart. Restart runtime, yes. That sucks. Did it restart? Might have. If it did, it's not gonna fail here. If it is... Okay, it did restart. Sampling level 1. We're gonna load our 10R thing. We're gonna do the same thing again. XS1 is XS1, but we only want the last or the first 960 because we already did the encode before where we got those first 960. Let's go. it's sampling 960 tokens as well, because our raw to tokens changed from 128 to 32. And I believe 960 divided by 4 is 240, which is the amount we were doing on level 2. So far the math checks out. I guess yeah, that's yeah, okay, makes sense. And we errored out. What did we error out over? We errored out over cat received an invalid combination of argument. Got tensor but expected one of tuple of tensors. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell it the dimension. Oops. 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 Which means I have to run this manually now. If C's even exist still. What? Uh-huh. I have to do this. Okay, that did work. And now I will save it. Unexpected indent. Why are you like this? Thank you. Axis is now saved. For X in axis. Print X dot shape, please. Mm-hmm. Two eight eight zero divided by 960. 3 so far. Yes, it's yes. We gave it one, it generated one, and now we have added one more for it to generate from, so we will go with that. Oh. Neat. This might work. This might work. It should cut down the generation time. Not quite by half, but it depends on the beat length. Because of this right here. I assume that's what the conditioning is. Or something. But too many indices for tensor of dimension 2 in encode. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, what? What's the deal here? Too many indices for tensor of dimension 2. Too many indices. X is 3, and that gets everything. We do a select and then everything, yes. And what we select is the shape times the raw tokens, and a shape type plus token sample plus times raw tokens. There's nothing wrong here. It ran this once before. What? Too many indices for tensor of dimension 2. What are you on about? What? Did I like miss running something? No. I don't get this. Too many indices for tensor of dimension 2. But it's a dimension 3. Is it because the n level wouldn't surprise me? Oops. I mean, that would explain. Let's try it. No. Too many indices for tensor of dimension 2. What? The shape of x is free. What? When? What? 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 I load it in. I immediately run x.shape. I get it got cut down because raw to tokens, I guess, or something. Okay, so we have 7.4 million. 7.4 million. Okay, okay. We load our x's. Can we set our x's to be an encode? Yes, we can. Let's load our x's again. I don't see an assignment of x here. So I don't know why it would do what it did. I'm setting XX but never X. Oh, hi, Brockaloo. No problem. No problem sharing it. It's nice to share your work, honestly. Even though this isn't really my work, this is OpenAI's work that I'm defiling, essentially. Or messing about with, you could say. Yeah, I want to see the shape of X after this is done. Okay, that's done. What's X? Okay, whatever. Whatever. It's still the same shape, even though it got changed for some reason last time. Let's listen to what it generated. It should be this. Hmm. It's closer to the original now, which is the intent. The intent is to mix the original and generated. But yeah, that was surprisingly pain-free. Now it's been changed so that it's so that it does the slicing for every layer. Now there is still one concern here, and that is that the sample rate here needs to be divisible by 128, 32, and 8. And, well, the sample rate divided by your beats per second, or in other words, your sample rate times 60 divided by your beats per minute needs to go evenly into 128, 32, and maybe even 8 if you want to upsample to the highest level. So to do this accurately, you need to find a good sample rate, and well, the common denominator of all those, well, a common denominator would be 32 times 8 times 128, which is 32,768. But that's not even accounting for the BPM, and the BPM becomes a weird number uh, because it's over a minute. So for this, 98 beats per minute times, well, divided by 98 divided by 60. This is beats per second. 1.6333333. That needs to go evenly into 8, 32. Oh Jesus. Yeah, it needs to go even into all of that. And this doesn't make sense, because I should be getting an integer. Oof. Don't mind me, I'm just slightly dying. How did I calculate before how many tokens per beat? Or what I would require? I think it was just 128 times 98 I did. Then times 2? Yeah. Now, does that divide by 32? It does. Does that divide by 4? It does. So theoretically, by making sure it's just by 128, it's also in 32 and 8 at the same time? It's like all-encompassing, maybe? Can't be bothered to think too much about it. I'm no mathematician. I'm a programmer, damn it. Almost done here. Almost done. I need to check if that is an even of 784. Yes, 784. Uh-oh. It's out of line. It's out of whack. Why? Okay. How about this? Wait, what was it? It was 784. 15.9. What? You wacko. What happened? Uh, don't mind me while I cut this thing again. Although it's not gonna like that, so let's create the top prior again. We don't want to load, because we already have it prepared. And we want to just go. If it falls our line now, I have no idea what I'm gonna do or what's gonna happen or much of anything at all. To be frank. Beep boop. Please do not error out. Like all these 960 tokens is just for 2 beats. Kind of insane. And now it's working. Okay. What did I do wrong before? This is whack. But yeah, as the notebook is set up now, you basically select your own sampling level. Like their terminology of top, prior, and all that is kind of back to front in my opinion, but oh well. As long as I stick with the same number system, I don't have to do a bunch of conversion, which is easier in the long run. How long does it take? 1 minute 16 seconds in total. 3 minutes and 4 seconds to generate 4 bars. Not too bad. Could be slower. But yeah, one of the reasons why this conversion to all the other levels was so easy is because I mostly kept the original code and like I've not done unnecessary conversions to a system that I'm comfortable with. I've forced myself to work with their like tokens and raw to tokens and all that because it's generalized in their system and it all just kind of works together. If you're smart and if you're programmed that way, that is, which these people actually seem to have done. Congratulations, very nice. Well, not all do. That I can say. But that's the kind of like structure that is really good for actual future development and future organization, is to stick to stick to the units you're using and don't do unnecessary conversion. especially especially when you're working on large projects with other developers. Chances are that each developer is gonna build their own little familiar set of tools within the project, and you end up with almost duplicated code and dead code and spaghetti code all over the place. So set up a standard for units, and if you can, don't convert away from it, because it just creates pain. But yes, let's do this. And wait, what? Oh yeah, because region. Mm-hmm. It's definitely using the Z's now. I can hear that. It's very more from the original. Hmm. This will be very interesting to like see the outcome of, but yeah, I think we're at that phase again where uh, where we just have a bunch of computation to do. And our checkpoint is being updated nicely. Can I open? Nope. Probably binary anyway. But yeah, I will. Ooh, it's using a lot more in this one now. Before it was only 128. Now it's up to 226. I guess that's the conditioning or the priming or something. Um, hmm, hmm. That that makes me wonder. 226 plus 960. That's not the number I recognize. Yet that doesn't make much sense. But before, when I did 4096, it was 128, as you remember. Oh, hi Umang. Welcome. I guess. Yeah, I guess you aren't watching right now because rip. But yeah, nice to see you, Umang. Nice to see you being alive and well. Maybe this conditioning here is what that is. It's like doing it in batches, maybe. Hop. 7232 divided by 226 is 32. It's doing 32 batches. Well, it's doing batches of 32 of conditioning. Okay, nice to have figured that out. So if I can cache the condition, actually I don't think you can cache conditioning. If what they mean with conditioning is what I think it is. I think what they mean with conditioning is like stepping over what we already have without actually using the output. We're conditioning the yeah. I don't know. Weirdness. Let's see what this generates. Get to 22 seconds. Plus please. Please. Here we go. Yes, I think this is working perfectly. Wow, things are actually going my way. That's new. Yeah, I'll set this up to do 16. I will, I don't know, I'll go and do something else. For now, all that's left is computation, so I'll leave Google to do it. Goodbye.